Okay, right. Bismillah. Welcome back to another examination question done by myself, Mr. Iqbal. Okay, Derek wants to plant a tree in the rectangular garden. So you have a back fence, left hand fence, back of the house, back right corner, and the scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 1 meter. So here it says we have to plant a tree. So we have 1, 2 and 3 loci questions to deal with in this one question. So let's have a look. The first one says it's got to be more than 5 meters from the back of the house. So more than 5 meters does not mean that you draw a loci which is 6 or 7 or 8. It means first of all we need to find 5. So this is 5 centimeters. So we need to get our compass and set it to 5 centimeters. Okay, so we have 5 centimeter setting, and it's going to be more than 5 meters from the back of the house. The back of the house is over here, so we need to do a small arc. Now once we've done a small arc, we can join the arc together, the tips of it. Okay, so it says more than 5 meters. That means this particular 5 meter line should be dotted to indicate that it is not part of our solution. Okay, so it's going to be more than 5 meters, which is going to be on this side of the line. Okay, so that's 5 meter point. Excellent. Okay, so we have now satisfied the first loci condition. Next one is got to be nearer to the left hand fence than the back fence. So here's the left hand fence, here's the back fence. So in a sense, what they've given us here is a question that involves an angle splitter. So we have to split this angle here in half. And the way we do that is as follows. Okay, first of all what we do, we get our compass and we draw a nice arc. Okay. From this arc we have 2 points where the arc cuts the back fence and left hand fence. Now these 2 points are equidistant from the corner. We are now going to use these 2 points as the next part of the question. We have to now work out the equidistance. We've got to find the midpoint of these two, and that will help us together to get our exact midpoint over here of the angle. So what we do now to work out the midpoint of 2 points, we have our compass set to more than halfway between the 2 points. As you can see, this distance is greater, this distance is less. So the same setting really. So I'm just going to draw a nice little arc here. And then we're going to go to this other fence point. And we draw that. And that will give us 2 new points. Okay. Now, it says it's going to be nearer to the left hand fence than to the back fence. So the actual line itself is not part of the answer. So we have to do again another dotted line. This dotted line indicates that the loci is not actually on the line itself, but it's going to be nearer to the left hand fence. So we're going to have everything which is going to be on the left of this line. So this line is not part of the answer, but everything on this side is part of the answer. Okay. So now we have just finished satisfying the second condition. Remember, when it says nearer to the left hand fence, it doesn't mean we just draw a line this way to make it nearer artificially. It means we've got to find the equidistance between these two sides. Suleiman, quiet. We've got to find the midpoint. We've got to do the angle bisector because we've got an angle here between these two walls, between the fence and another fence over here. Once we've done that, we've established the second rule completely. Now the third question is less than 8 meters from the back right hand corner of the garden. The back right hand corner is over here. So it says it has to be less than 8 meters. It doesn't mean that you set your compass to 7 centimeters or 6. We still got to do 8. But we've got to make it dotted and do everything less than it. So let's find out where 8 is. Okay, let's find out 8. So 8 is from here to here. That is 8. So let's set our compass to 8. And we've got to go to the back right hand corner. And do 8. Okay, let's try that once more. I think my settings just gone out a bit. Okay. Okay, so we've got to get this in the corner. Okay, I think it's slipping a bit on the table. And then we're going to get a nice arc over here. Okay. So we now have the situation here where we have our line coming here for our 8 centimeter line. We have to make it dotted to indicate that's not part of the answer because it was to be less than 8 meters. So I'm going to make that into a dotted line by rubbing part of it off. If it's less than 8 meters, it will be on the inside. So we've got to find out the region that covers all these arrows on the inside, all the arrows above this line, and all the arrows below this line. And that comes in this nice little section over here. So the tree can be planted in that section there. Okay, thank you very much for joining us on this question. Hopefully you can join us on the next question. Okay.